Yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another video. In this video, I will recap and review Pokemon Journeys episode 115, Opening Masters Tournaments, as well as give my predictions for episode 116, Champions Pride, Lance vs. Diantha. If you guys enjoy episode reviews as well as recaps each and every week, then I highly suggest you hit the like button and subscribe as it truly helps support the channel. Don't forget to check out the official Peachy Bros Posse Discord server where we play games, talk about the anime, and much more. But with all that being said, let's begin by recapping the events of episode 115. The episode begins with Ash alongside Go, standing outside of Winden Stadium ready to enter the biggest tournament of Ash's life. Out of nowhere, a kid with a Wooloo dashes in, begging Ash to have a Pokemon battle with him. Of course, Ash accepts the request, and Pikachu one-shots Wooloo with an Iron Tail. This kid then introduces himself to be Hop, who is Leon's little brother. Hop tells Ash that Ash is never going to beat Leon because he's going to be the one who takes down his big brother. The opening also now includes Hop in it, replacing Raihan's spot. Jesse, James, and Meowth are live streaming the event, making the best jokes and commentaries as they always do. Afterwards, we see Ash and Iris running towards the Masters 8 rating room, and as soon as they enter, they are greeted by death stares from ALAIN, Cynthia, Lance, some random girl, Steven, Diantha, and Leon. The episode wastes no time and immediately starts the Masters 8 tournament. One by one, they introduce each of the members of the Masters 8. At number 8, we have the Alola champion from Pallet Town of Kanto, Ash Ketchum. Coming in at number 7, Dragon Master in the making, the champion of Unova, Iris. Number 6 is a Megastone holder and the Lumiose Conference winner, ALAIN. Besides him at number 5 is the most famous actress in the world, the Kalos champion, Diantha. Number 4, the man with the most credentials, the champion of Kanto and Johto, and one of the Pokemon G-Men, Lance. At number 3 is the heir of the Devon Corporation and the Hoenn champion, Steven. Taking the second spot is of course our queen, the Sinnoh champion, Cynthia. And finally, at the number 1 spot is the undefeated world monarch, the champion of Galar, it's Leon. Leon is given the honor to hype up the crowd and officially opens the Masters 8 tournament. The quarterfinal matchups are shown on screen, and it's going to be Leon vs. ALAIN, Lance vs. Diantha, Cynthia vs. Iris, and Steven vs. Ash. Backstage, Steven, Lance, Cynthia, Iris, and Diantha watch and wait for the first battle to begin. Cynthia wonders where Ash is, and Iris says that Ash is with Go because he wanted to watch the match from the stands. Iris then starts fangirling over Cynthia and Diantha and asks them to take a picture with each of them. Then we have Lance and Steven just awkwardly standing there, with Lance starting the conversation and asking Steven if he knows ALAIN, to which Steven responds that he and ALAIN have a backstory with Megastones. Shortly after that, the battle between Leon and ALAIN begins, and look, we get a cameo of Marion and Professor Sycamore watching the battle at Sycamore's lab. The battle is going to be 3 vs 3, and the trainers are allowed to use only one gimmick during this battle. ALAIN sends out Chestnut and Leon starts with Rillaboom. Chestnut attacks with Hammer Arm, hitting Rillaboom, who seems unfazed by it. Leon then immediately Gigantamaxes Rillaboom, and Grookey's getting excited trying to copy his big brother. Rillaboom uses G-Max Drumby, and Chestnut does a good job at tanking it with Spiky Shield. Rillaboom then attacks with Max Airstream, while Chestnut just dodges it with Gyro Ball. Lance comments that ALAIN is giving Leon a good battle, and Diantha points out how Max Airstream now increases Rillaboom's speed and also power. For the final G-Max turn, Chestnut launches a Pin Missile, and Rillaboom defends itself with Max Quake. Now that Rillaboom is back to its base form, Chestnut attacks it with Gyro Ball, but a +1 speed Rillaboom easily dodges it and lands a 4x super effective acrobatics, and Chestnut dead. Finally, Leon sends out his ace, Charizard, and instantly revenge kills Rillaboom with a single Flare Blitz. This leads Leon to also send out his Charizard, but after ALAIN's Charizard gets hit by an Air Slash, ALAIN recalls it and brings out his new Pokemon, Malamar, onto the field. We get a clash between Psycho Cut and Fire Blast. Then Malamar tries to get closer to Charizard and attacks it with Throat Chop, evading all of the air slashes, but Charizard grabs onto its tail, and Malamar dead. Now it's down to Charizard vs. Charizard, which I know is going to be super hype. It is then that ALAIN says that his dream was to one day battle Leon's Charizard, and he proceeds to Mega Evolve it on his own. Mega Charizard X lands a Dragon Claw after demolishing all of the ancient powers created by Leon's Charizard. Mega Charizard rides the momentum and uses Flare Blitz, but Leon's Charizard quickly recovers and unleashes a Draco Meteor, and Mega Charizard X dead. With that, Leon is declared the winner of the first battle of the Masters 8. We see poor Marion getting teary-eyed that ALAIN lost, but ALAIN is okay with it and shakes hands with Leon in true sportsman-like fashion. The episode ends with Lance and Diantha facing off each other for the second battle of the Masters class. The Masters 8 is officially underway. What a fantastic way that they set up the hype and the atmosphere of the opening ceremony being fantastic. The introduction of each and every champion and ALAIN was done very well. I love the reactions to the crowd. Steven was as cool as ever in it, but they all came in and showed off their powerful auras. With the matchups finalized, we get to see the first battle of the tournament, and just in my honest opinion, it was underwhelming. The first matchup between Chestnut and Rillaboom was great, but after that it went downhill. Mega Charizard X going down to Leon's Charizard so easily was honestly really crazy. I wanted to see it get pushed to its absolute limit at the very least, especially considering that Leon was going to win 2-0. I did enjoy that when ALAIN Mega evolved, Ash and Pikachu were both so excited. They also showed Sycamore and Marin watching from the lab, even if they were just basically still frames. I hope that at the very least we get to see this for other matchups, like maybe Steven mentioning Sawyer, or having Sawyer watch the battle at the very least. It was also cool having ALAIN mention that his hope was to battle Leon's Charizard, again verifying that this battle was more than just them bringing back ALAIN just to have him lose. I'm quite surprised that my prediction of this battle not finishing this episode was wrong. Like, I'm surprised how they managed to have such a long battle in this episode considering everything that was supposed to go on. Heck, I'll even say that I wish that they fleshed out the opening ceremony a bit more to get us truly invested in the tournament. Like, it would have been nice to do that, especially since we have to go now in 2 weeks without an episode. It should have truly started after the break. At least I got Pikachu beating Wooloo in one hit correctly. My rating for this episode is a 7.5 out of 10. I liked the episode and it did a decent job of starting up the tournament, but it had many things that it could have done better in the same regard. I absolutely love seeing the Masters 8 trainers interacting with one another, and it'll be even better as the weeks go on. I hope that losing trainers don't leave right away. I enjoyed the fact that they got scenes with Sycamore and Marin, and I do hope that the trend continues, showing off other characters too. At least the one takeaway you can get from this episode is that ALAIN is the first person shown to be knocking out one of Leon's Pokemon on screen. With all that being said, let's take a look at the preview trailer for episode 116 and make our predictions. I love the new mini clip before the preview trailer of being Team Rocket. I always love it when they change that. The first matchup between Lance and Diantha, with Gyarados and Gourgeist taking the center stage. My prediction is that Gyarados will get the upper hand and win here. I then think that Aurorus will come in and knock out Gyarados and then go on to tie with Hydreigon. Or if Hydreigon does knock it out, it's going to get immediately knocked out by Gardevoir. And then we're finally going to have Dragonite versus Gardevoir, and that could go either way. The trainer makes it seem that Gardevoir has the upper hand, and of course it has a type advantage, but I just think that it could honestly go either way. I'm curious as to what Pokemon Lance will Dynamax. I think he's going to go with Gyarados based on the little that we have seen, but it'd be cool if he switched it up like Leon and actually gave us Dynamax Dragonite instead. It could be a small reference to that one episode of Bill's Lighthouse with the giant Dragonite. That was my review for Pokemon Journeys episode 115, as well as my predictions for episode 116. If you guys enjoyed it, I highly urge you to hit the like button and subscribe. I make episode reviews every week just a few hours after the episode airs, so if you enjoy these reviews right after the episode, you know where to come. Today's comment of the day is, who do you think will win between Lance and Diantha? My gut tells me that Diantha's going to win and take him down, however I am on Team Lance for sure. Since I don't think Iris is going to win against Cynthia, it'd be okay to have at least one of the matches in the top 4 be a rematch. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you, and as always, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.